So it looks like we just got 2 left. I believe they're the co-main events.
Yep, we got 2 title fights, and I cannot believe Jan has a title fight right now. That's pretty amazing. He's beat Luke Rockhold, Ronaldo Souza, and Corey Anderson all consecutively. Recently lost to Thiago Santos, who actually got a title shot anyway. So it lines up well. I just think Dominic Reyes, from a fight perspective, like, this is the guy that everyone thinks beat John Jones. Jones. On the cards.
That's all I remember of the guy.
Right? Unanimous decision, still in Jones's way. Everybody votes Jones's way, right? Blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, he's been tested for anything and everything. So, at the end of the day, he seems to be done with this division. These 2 guys are fighting for it. Dominic Reyes just, on paper, looked like the better fighter. But when you really dig deep, like, Jan's got experience. He's got everything that you want in an underdog right now. And so for me, thinking about the odds, like, Dominic Reyes could be anything between a minus 250 to a minus 400 for this fight, I think, depending on how much weight that they have on him. You know, that's the real thing. But I think Jan has such a big name list of wins that even Vegas will be like, well, he's done this recently.
A good point that you kind of made up is that everyone's going to buy into that John Jones fight, right? But
100%.
John Jones is very much on the decline.
Exactly. So, like, if we're talking about the guy that potentially beat John Jones, I'm sorry to say, but those odds need to be sitting at like minus 300, minus 350. Like, I don't see any reason for them not to be. It just doesn't make sense. So if they're anything below that, there's something about Jan that we need to know.
We are missing, for sure.
You know, that's my point there.
And the other thing is that, like, just looking blindly at you know, where the money lies and stuff like that, like, everyone's pounding Reyes. Like, this is not going to be a 50-50 action.
So, man, remember, we talked about this fight. 2 weeks ago was like, hey, man, guess what? When Dominic Reyes fights, we got to pound this guy. He's the guy that everyone thinks beat John Jones. He looked that good. You know, like, there's a good chance he's that good. But now, like, from a betting perspective, because let's be honest here, maybe this isn't our heaviest play of the day anyway. Co-main events, we suck at that. Why would we bother?
This is not where we put our bread and butter. This is discussion topic.
Of course. And so at the end of the day, chase the juice for less money. Let's roll.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. You're getting over plus 200 odds.
Yeah.
Somebody
maybe
who's ranked number 1, number
finish.
2. Yeah. Now you're getting real crazy.
Yeah. I mean, let's move on from there. We'll look at the weightings. We'll see how they look. And, man, that one's got me excited. What are the lines officially?
So Thing is actually a minus 275 favorite. And I've seen him before already at minus 300 as well.
Okay.
So the fact that it is actually moving the other way tells me that, our boy's catching a little bit of action now. So
that's good news. And watch, they're going to show one promo with this guy showing a couple highlight knockouts, and all of a sudden we're going to lose this guy to maybe plus 175, plus 200. I ain't trying to see
hope not, but I agree. Everyone's going to yawn it up, man. They're going to want to yawn it up.
I want to yawn it up too.
So the last fight we got to talk about, we're not really going to dive into this because there's a million places you can go read about this fight, but obviously it's Adesanya.
Yeah, like, for me, to be honest, if he gets out of that first round, it takes him a little bit of time to really get used to fighter. But a guy like Kelvin Gastelum, who landed a lot of punches leading into that 5th round, I mean, that's a big deal. So at the end of the day, give me odds under minus 200, 220 if they're under those.
We can't not take the style bender, right?
Yeah, but for me, it has to be odds like that. If you're coming in at minus 250.
But that's what I mean. He is coming in at less than a minus 200.
Okay,
and in my opinion, he is present-day GSP. Let's be real here.
I mean, very different fight styles, but in terms of dominance, there's going to be an argument for that if he wins.
Tactical defense, you know?
Yeah, but the thing is, he takes so much damage, and that's what scares me, right? With a guy like Paulo Costa, that's the thing about GSP, right? Like, he got tired of taking damage that he resorted to a style of fighting where he dominated in a way where he didn't have to take damage. And I'm the biggest Floyd Mayweather backer there is on the planet because of that. So I can't hate on GSP, but I do.
It's smart.
But at the end of the day, that's where I think Israel kind of lacks a little bit, and that's what makes me scared about a power puncher in the first round like Paulo Costa. But I've seen all Paulo's fights in the UFC.
We know that
not that
Israel, if he's going to lose his title, he has to get knocked. This can't go to decision where, at any point we were questioning who could win, because in those scenarios, Israel's going to take it all day. Yeah,
on points, he definitely has it. So again, if we figure out that, Paulo's got that chin, maybe we sprinkle on the points for Israel. Like, that's not a bad bet. But again, he finished the smaller fighter, thicker fighter. slightly powerful puncher like Kelvin Gastelum. I mean, that's where, for me, at the end of the day,
I think it's perfect.
In terms of, who he's fought, when he's fought them. Paulo Costa went to a decision with Yoel Romero. Yoel Romero's getting old. He's obviously getting fed up with having to take on these beasts like Israel and Robert Whittaker. So, he's had a tough go because he's just got absolute monsters to deal with.
Absolutely.
So,
all right, well,
check it
thanks
out.
for listening to our UFC 253 preview. Keep an eye out on the Paizaan. We're going to have plenty of picks up for this weekend. And, yeah, thanks a lot, Sooky.
Anytime, man. Getting ready for some football after that, so let's get it.
All right. We out here.
Peace.